Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing good. I'm excited to be in here. Miss Denise, who I think is amazing, messaged me a couple days ago and asked if I would jump in live here in the group and encourage you guys and just talk to you for a minute. And I was like, jump into an awesome group full of awesome people and talk. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I would like to do. And that's one of my favorite things to do anyway. So I'm going to wait a second to let one person get on. Hey, there's one person on. Okay, good. Y'all say hi when you get in here. And I'm not going to keep you super long today, but I just wanted to, hi Jennifer, wanted to encourage you guys and give you guys some good info on this Thursday. It's Thursday, right? So I am in Nashville, Tennessee, actually. I just flew in. We're having a men's event here, and just flew in like literally an hour ago. So I'm at the Renaissance Hotel in downtown Nashville, and we're about to have a power-packed weekend with a little over 200 guys here in Nashville, which is going to be pretty amazing. And so it's one of the things, hi Melissa, it's one of the things that I love the most about being in Young Living is the amount of amazing people that we've met and the amount of relationships that we've built over the past 4 years. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Dr. Jim Bob Hagerton. I'm a chiropractor from Texas. I talk a lot and I teach a lot. And most of the time when I'm talking, I'm teaching, unless I'm messing with people and I'm joking with them, which is often. And so that happens. My biggest passion is in seeing people realize their potential. Like, I love seeing people understand that they were made for more and that their life was meant for more, and then realize it and then understand better how to go for it and reach it. And so that's my biggest passion. And Young Living and being a part of Young Living, that's been on the scene for us. We've been using the products for about 10 years. A little over 10 years, almost 11 years this fall, actually. And then we've been building the business and actually building a team. We're blessed to lead a diamond team in Young Living, my wife, Cindy, and I. We started building the business 4 years ago next month. Next month would be 4 years that we've been building the business. And so it's been a whirlwind of a journey, and it's been amazing. And there's been some bumps in the road, and, it's all good. It's all awesome. So, the course of time that we've been in Young Living, we've been blessed to be able to meet so many awesome people and build relationships that that's the thing that I love the most. I tell people all the time that we know that we have the best products on earth. I mean, that's a given. We know that we have the best essential oils on the planet. And so people say, oh my gosh, I love their product, blah, blah, blah. And I always tell them, I'm like, man, if you like our oils, wait till you meet our people. So much better. So much better. So, and Dr. Reed is one of those people. We'll talk about him in a minute. But the first thing I want to talk to you guys about real quick, because it's something that I'm passionate about and that I love to teach on, are the 4 parts of passion. I was raised in West Texas on a farm. We farmed and ranched, and we had a big ranch out there. And my dad was real big. He still is. Both my parents are still alive. But my dad, when I was growing up, was really big on either do it and be passionate about it or don't do it at all. Like he was real big on that. And so I was raised always to be passionate about whatever I was doing. About, anything, whether it was sports or whether it was our friends or helping people or work or whatever the thing was. Like they really raised us to have passion. And I grew up thinking that passion was like a light switch. Like you either had it or you didn't. Like I was raised to think that passion was either there or it wasn't, and if it wasn't, then you needed to do something else. And going through life and with your health and with Young Living and your business and Young Living and stuff, a lot of times this is what people think, and this is what they get trapped into. Well, I'm just not passionate about it today. I'm done. Or I'm not passionate about being healthy today. I'm just going to eat another bag of Cheetos or some more white powdered donuts. You know what I mean? And it's really hard to keep going. And a few years ago, it was actually, this was 2014, so 3 years ago, I was reading a book by Darren Hardy called The Entrepreneurial Roller Coaster, and I learned and realized that passion isn't just like, oh, I'm passionate or I'm not passionate. It's not an all or nothing thing. That there's actually 4 parts of passion. There's 4 parts of 4 parts that you can be passionate about with anything that you're doing. Hey, Jennifer, anything that you are involved in. And all you need is one of these 4 to have plenty of passion to be amazing at that thing. Okay, you ready? So there's 4 parts of passion. And I'm going to tell all of them, then we're going to talk about each one for just a second. And then I'm going to turn you guys loose because I want to talk about your event that's coming up October 21st, which is amazing. So the 4 parts of passion are the what, the how, the why, and the who. Okay. The what, the how, the why, and the who. All right. So the what is pretty obvious. Like, what is it? Like, what is your job? It's, Young Living, Essential Oils, or it's your marriage, or it's parenting, or it's basketball or football or whatever it is. It's the what, okay? What is it that you're doing? You could be totally passionate about that. 3 years ago, June 14th, 2014, we had our third child, Evans, and he passed away 2 hours after birth. And that put our family into a position and through a journey that was the hardest journey that we've ever walked out, losing a child. And during that time period, one of the things that I realized is that I had become not passionate about things that didn't matter. And the what, like chiropractic and these other things we were doing, I was not passionate about those things anymore. And so you can get passionate or not passionate about those things. Sometimes you can be very passionate about the what, but not necessarily that passionate about some of the other things, and that's totally fine. But I wasn't at this point in my life. So the second part of passion is the how. So in Young Living, it's how you do it, whether you're doing a topic, you're using oils topically or internally, or whether you like to teach to share your oils, or whether you like to do online classes, or whether you like to do one-on-ones. Right? Like it can be totally different on how you actually do it. So the how is totally different in how you do your day-to-day and how you do your health and how you do your diet, and whether you eat a vegetarian diet or whether you do keto or whether you do, autoimmune paleo or Whole30 or whatever it is. That's the how. Okay. And you can get really passionate about that. And sometimes you don't. Sometimes how you do things is a beatdown and you're not passionate about it at all. Right. The third part of passion is the why. It's something that has been kind of a buzzword for the last 2 or 3 years. What's your why? Why are you doing this? And as a blue personality, if you know the personality colors, I'm a blue-red personality. And so as a blue, why is my question for everything. Why are we doing this? Because if there's no purpose to it, then there's no reason for it. For me. And that's a lot of people. But the why is something that if you don't have a why or you're not passionate about the why, sometimes the other things can get boring or they can get old really quick. But it's another thing that you can be passionate about. And then the last one is the who. So in my journey and in my story, granted, we had been started to build a business a year before we lost our son. And, when I looked through these 4 parts of passion, I knew that in my normal life, and I was looking at my office at the time, I was not passionate about what it was. I was not passionate about how I did it. I wasn't even really passionate in the why anymore, like, helping people live healthier in that office setting. This is 3 years ago. That wasn't as big a deal, but the thing I was passionate about, and I realized, was that my who, the who that I was passionate about, had grown, and it had grown stronger, and it was something that I just literally was crazy passionate about. And my who's, one, I'm a believer. And so, there's a verse that says, do everything that you do unto the Lord and really commit everything to the Father because you're working for him and you're not working for men. And so for me, that is a big deal. But the second who's for me are my family, like my wife and kids. And I realized that there was nothing that could get in the way of me providing for them and giving an awesome life for them and loving on them and pouring into them and doing all the things that I needed to do to make sure that they were good. They were good and they were okay. And, the thing that I learned in this book and the thing that I'm teaching you guys is that you don't have to be passionate about everything. Hey, you don't have to be passionate in every area. That's okay. And honestly, you're not going to be passionate in every area most of the time. That is normal. That is normal life. But as long as you're passionate in one of those areas, you only need one. You only need 25% in order to have plenty of passion to carry you through. So 3 years ago, I realized that I was really passionate about the who. And that was plenty to stay where we were at and to keep on doing what we were doing and to push harder and to keep working at what we were working on. And so, we fast forwarded and now we have a diamond team in Young Living, and I'm no longer in practice because I shattered a femur. See my big scar there back in the spring. And, life gives you detours, and that's okay. And so for some of you guys, you're in the middle of a detour right now. Some of you guys, you had things going really good, and you thought you were on top of it, and things were going really awesome, and all of a sudden it was like, hard left. And you're in a situation that you were not planning on, and I'm just going to tell you that that's all right. And on the other side of every valley is a mountain. And so there can't be a valley without mountains on either side. So in order for there to be a valley, there had to be a mountain. And so you just got to keep walking through that and keep really pushing through. And one of the guys that personifies that more than almost anybody I've met in my life, and I love this guy so much, he's a good friend, is Dr. Tom Reed. And I'm super excited for you guys because you guys get to hear him. We've been blessed to speak together and to lecture together across the country at several different locations. And he is a genius. He is an amazing man of God. And he has the most incredible presentation to teach you about epigenetics, about the fact that your body is made and created for perfect. Your body is created and made to be healthy. The thing that makes your body not healthy is the environment we put it in and the stressors that we put on it, and we make it adapt. And so he has research to show you that and to really prove that it does matter whether you eat a salad or a donut. You know, there's people that out there that'll tell you it doesn't. And he'll show you that it really does, that you can change your genetic code by making better choices. Mentally, choices on what you think, choices on what you eat, choices on what you use in your daily life, like essential oils, right? He's going to go through and teach you about like the medical approach to health and why it's necessary at times, but it is not the direction that's going to get you back to wellness and health. And his personal testimony and his story of triumph and of where the Lord's brought him and what he has overcome to be the guy that he is and to be the man that he is today is beyond inspiring. And actually inspiring, I think, is an insulting word for it. It's beyond that. And so I just want to encourage you guys, if you have not gotten your tickets for that October 21st event that Dr. Thomas Reed is coming to, you need to get your tickets. If you have team members and the rest of your organization has not purchased their tickets, you need to get your tickets because it's life-changing information delivered in a life-changing way by a life-changing guy. That's going to be awesome. So I just wanted to get in and encourage you guys, and because I know that, as we get into the fall's a really busy season, and it's real easy to get beat down and to get discouraged with yourself, with your family, with your schedules, and with your business. But just know that on the other side of every struggle is purpose, and on the other side of pain is purpose. And so just keep walking through that stuff, and hopefully you guys will be able to go to this event and have an awesome time. You guys have any questions for me? I mean, I've got a little bit of time here. I mean, I'm waiting on a ride to another event. I'm teaching tonight. And so if you guys have questions for me at all, I'd love to answer a question or two for you. And I will totally spend time doing that for the next couple minutes. The elite few that are in here. So if you have a question, just type it up and send it to me. And I'll answer a couple for you. And see what you guys have questions about. It could be business question, health question. Just don't ask me about your rash or your itism or syndrome. I can't answer that. Then Denise would have to delete the video, and that'd be annoying, and all that. You know what I mean? Is your leg healed yet? Now, that's a great question. No, it is not healed yet. The bone is fused up. That part's doing great. I was cleared for weight bearing. Thank you for asking. I was cleared for weight bearing last week. So those of you who don't know, I broke my femur back in March. I was at a resort with my family, and my oldest son, my 8-year-old, wanted to get into this. He wanted to do a surfing simulator. I was like, let's do it. And so I got into the surfing simulator with my son, and I fell. And I did not know that I had it's called a giant cell tumor, which was a benign bone tumor inside my leg. I had no idea that it was there. And so it had made the bone weak. And when I fell, I shattered my whole femur, broke half my knee off. So I've been in a wheelchair and on a walker for the last 6-7 months. And I got cleared for weight bearing last week. And so I'm, walking, and you can see I'm in my hotel room, but I've got my wheelchair there, but my walker here. And so the majority of the time, as long as I don't have to go very far, I'm on the walker, and at the house I'm on the walker all the time, which is fantastic. And I'm actually able to use it as a walker. Before it was a hopper. I was like hopping on one leg, but now it's a walker. So yes, it's healing. So hopefully, yeah, I totally can. Hopefully I'll be on it. Can I give you a 1-sentence plug for how to get non-oily people to Dr. Reed's event on October 21st? Sure. Dr. Reed is going to share information that will radically change your outset and your mindset on what health is and on what it can be. And that genetics are not what you think they are. Like, that's what I would say. Epigenetics is one of the newest studied fields in all of medicine, and he is a genius in that field. And so he will show you that the genes you're dealt with aren't the genes you have to live with. You can change your genes. by the choices you make every day. Hopefully that helps you on it. Yeah, and his presentation. I would tell you guys, like, his presentation is phenomenal for everyone. Like, he talks about essential oils in it, at how beneficial they are to really help with stress levels and, function and emotion and all that, for sure. But it's not an oily talk at all. Like, he's not going through and going, okay, let's talk about frankincense oil, blah, 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 blah. Let's talk about cedarwood oil, blah, 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 blah. Like, he goes through and talks about function and neurology and genetics and the way that the body's created and the scripture that backs it up, and then how to change it and the main choices that really, really change it up. So it's going to be awesome. So, all right. Well, I'll turn you guys loose. I hope you guys have a fantastic Thursday. Super proud of you guys in here. Praying for abundance for y'all. Praying for breakthrough for all of you guys, and praying that you have a fantastic event on October 21st. Denise, thank you for inviting me in. You guys have an amazing leader. And so you traveled to Kentucky. He was awesome. Excited. He'll be local. Yes. Yes. You're so welcome. I'm blessed to be able to do what I do, and I'm thankful that people listen when I get on. That's awesome. All right. Be well. You guys take care. Have a fantastic week. And remember, health is simple, but it's not easy. So get to work.